Hi, welcome. My name is Josh McNelly, and welcome to our Trend Talk. We are here today with Anna from Maytag, and we are going to be spending a little bit of time talking about their wonderful Pet Pro system. Anna, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, wonderful. Why don't you start off by telling us a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today?
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about our Maytag top load washer dryer set. This has our Pet Pro system. Pets are really important in the industry. We know that people love their pets. They want to spend money on their pets.
Who doesn't?
Actually, a fun statistic that we have is 63% of households have cats or dogs. And in perspective, 40% have children.
Yes.
So,
I've got both.
Yes. Well, it's important in the industry. We wanted to create a solution for those pets that people have.
Wonderful. We're going to be talking a lot about that here.
Yes.
But I did want to make sure, please send those questions in so that you can participate in our chat today. They'll be coming to me via text, and we'll be able to ask Anna in real time any of those questions you guys may have. So Anna, tell me a little bit about what separates the Pet Pro from some of the other washers and dryers out there.
Yeah, so Maytag did a lot of research with consumers, seeing why this would be an issue in the industry. 72% of pet owners said that pet hair was an issue in their homes.
Yeah.
We know that people have tried lint rollers. They would put tape around their hands and try to get some of this, deferring tools.
Yep.
So we know that this is a big issue for consumers, and that's why we actually wanted to create this to help consumers in their homes, make it a little bit easier to clean everything that they have.
You're speaking to me and my family. Our dog sheds her hair about once a day, it feels like, this time of year. So, well, tell me, what are some of the features of this washer that really help get that hair out of your clothes?
Yes, so it is a cycle modifier. So this is the Pet Pro button that we have here. When we have this Pet Pro button, it will modify the cycle in 3 ways. Those 3 ways, it will do a deep water rinse, it will increase the wash water level during the cycle, and it will increase the agitation.
Okay.
All of these things during the cycle is going to help lift pet hair off of the clothes and make sure that it's going through the actual filter.
That's interesting. You mentioned there's a filter with this. I think there's a question coming in. How does the filter work? How does that actually take place?
Great question. We actually do have a video that we can show to talk about this filter, and one of our engineers is going to go a little bit deeper into that.
Okay, great.
Maytag knows people love their pets, but they don't love pet hair. No offense. That's why Maytag engineered the Pet Pro washer to remove 5 times more pet hair from your laundry. Hit it. So you can pamper your pet and leave the pet hair to Maytag.
Let's go, girls.
Conquer pet hair like a pro with Maytag.
So if we're taking a look at the unit here on the floor, I'm imagining this filter is what we're talking about,
Correct.
Right?
It is. That's what you saw in that video there. So it's super easy to use. As they said, the pet hair will be dry when it comes out, so it's super easy to just knock on a trash can, empty it right there. Yep,
just kind of like
super
that,
easy.
Right?
Yes, and then it will click back in place. It's super simple for the consumers to use. Great.
And it locks right in.
Yes, all about simplicity.
Excellent. And I noticed as we're looking at this that some of the other features on this washer are really more of the modern featers too. Tell me a little bit about what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so we do have our detergent drawer right here. Makes it easy for those consumers to load their detergent, softeners, anything in there. We do also have a water faucet there, so they can pre-treat any of those stains that they may have. Super, super easy, wanting to put all of that in one unit for them.
That's great.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of us have, like you mentioned, both kids and pets. And with the agitator on this, I'm sure that helps get those clothes a little bit cleaner. Tell me a little bit about the technology behind that.
Yeah, so as I said, it's going to increase that agitation. It's great for anyone who maybe has some of those rougher stains. It's really going to pre-treat those, again, with that water faucet. It's all using it as a system to make sure that clothes are truly getting clean.
Sure. Now, this probably doesn't require you having pets to be able to be functional. Can you tell me what happened? I don't have pets, but why would this still be a good choice for me in my home?
Correct. We do have other, there are multiple ways to use this unit. One thing, it's going to be adding that water levels. So someone has that as an importance to them. They want to see those water levels. It will be filling up that tub. Also, we found that it's really great for anyone who likes to knit or quilt. It will actually capture those loose threads in the filter.
Wow.
So it's not just for people who have pets. Lots of different hobbies will actually be captured in that pet hair filter.
That's great.
Yeah.
We do have a few questions coming in over the text line, so I'd like to get to those real quick. What colors does this unit come in?
Great question. So you can see it here. This is our Volcano Black color. It's also available in the classic glossy white that you'll see.
I'm kind of partial to this black myself.
It's beautiful,
yes,
isn't it?
I really do like it.
Yep.
Do you need to use a specific detergent for the cycles that we're talking about here today?
Nope, no specific detergent. Sometimes people have preferences on the detergent they use, but no specific detergent is required for these units.
Great. So if I have some special needs due to allergies, I don't have to make any changes to that. That's
no
a fantastic
changes.
feature. Is the washer available in multiple sizes as far as capacity, or is it just one?
Just this one.
Okay.
We do have a front load option as well if that's a preference for people, but this is just that option.
Excellent. And if I'm noticing this one, I believe it's a 4.7 cubic foot washer. You have the opportunity to wash some queen size comforters in there for sure.
Yeah, holds a lot.
Here's another one here. Do you have to use pet mode as a cycle?
It is actually a modifier to a cycle, so it's great. I'll show you here. So it's with this button. You can choose any cycle that you want. So people can really get customization. They can do any of those blankets, jeans, towels, delicates, and it will just modify that cycle. You do not have to just have it as its own cycle.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I know that being able to be flexible with your laundry and making sure you get the right cycle is important when you're doing all your loads. But being able to get that Pet Pro added to any of those cycles, that's such a great feature.
Yeah.
What about smart washer dryer? Does this have Wi-Fi capability, or is there any kind of smart features on these at all?
It is. Oh, yes. Is it? I don't believe that this is smart capable. Okay. Sorry. No, this is not a smart capable washer.
That's okay. Just need to know the details on that. And then I'm noticing that this has a clean washer cycle as well. So as soon as you need to get your washer clean, tell me a little bit about how that's going to work.
Yeah, so it is a specific cycle to clean your washer. Here at Whirlpool Corporation, we actually have a fresh product. So this is our own that you can use this cycle with. Any will work, but we recommend a fresh, obviously.
Yeah.
And it will help clean that washer tub out. It's its own cycle without clothes. So just getting that extra clean if you feel like you need it.
Now, this seems like a really robust machine. And with that Pet Pro, I'm sure it's going to do even better for most people. But what if I just need to do some quick laundry that I don't need to worry about the overall soiling level on? How does that work?
You don't have to use the Pet Pro cycle on this.
Okay.
So it does work as a normal washing machine as well. So again, it's just that modifier button. So if you don't press that button when you start your cycle, it's going to work just as you want it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Make sure we're getting those questions in too. There is a giveaway for 2 special items at the end. We'll be announcing those on stream live. So make sure you're getting your questions in so you can be eligible to get those wins. Let's talk about the dryer for a few minutes. All right, Anna?
So this is a system that we like to talk about. So you are going to get your clothes the cleanest, most dried with these 2 systems together. So we do like to call it a system. Again, it is that Pet Pro modifier button. So at the end of the cycle, when you have this, as you add it to the cycle, the Pet Pro modifier will do 2 things. It will increase the dry time by 45 minutes. No extra heat is added. And then it will be caught in our extra large lint trap here. So we do recommend that you do clean it after every cycle as a normal lint trap, but any extra pet hair will be caught there.
Excellent. So after we've used the Pet Pro cycle on the washer, we can immediately turn the Pet Pro cycle on in the dryer, and it helps even get more of the hair that might not have come out in the washout.
Exactly.
Wow.
We do also have a video on our Pet Pro dryer as well. If we want to show that on our live once we go on the inside of here.
Does the dryer have any special features?
Absolutely. It's also designed to remove those pesky pet hairs from your clothes. The dryer has a cycle modifier, which adds tumble dry time to the end of the cycle. This helps remove more pet hair without over drying clothes because the heat is off. Hair is collected in the same lint filter, so you can clean it off easily during your normal laundry process.
Thanks, David. The Maytag Pet Pro system is definitely engineered for me and customers who may have furry friends too. And it's definitely going to give Izzy, Lucy, and I some time back to hang.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
A couple more questions came in.
Yeah.
Don't forget to keep submitting those so you can be eligible to win our giveaways. The next one here, it says the pet mode that's going to help get the hair out. Talk just a little bit more, Morgan. I know some people may have joined a little bit later. So you said this was a system. So tell me a little bit more about that quickly.
Yes. So it is a system. The washer by itself is going to do a great job. The dryer by itself is going to do a great job. When we have that extra agitation and the extra water in the washing machine, pet hair is hollow. It has to float off the clothes. That's why we're doing that. So it's going to go through that filter. Again, clean that. So then when you move to the dryer, pet hair, when it's dry, it's easily captured from our lint trap. So that's why we do 45 minutes of no heat tumble at the end of this cycle. So that's really going to enhance that pet hair capture.
Yeah, and I know that extra time may seem daunting for some people,
Yes.
but to get that hair out, I would have that on my schedule to be able to get it rid of it. I tell you
Exactly.
what.
And it's automatically added so they don't have to think about it when it's done with their cycle. If they really need some clothes, the clothes will be dry at the end of the cycle, so they can always take that out and then continue that cycle.
That's such a great idea. The dryers, are they available in both electric and gas?
Yes, they are.
Excellent.
Yep.
And then this lint trap is on the top. I know a lot of them end up in the door. But this, is, you said, is an extra large lint trap.
Yes.
That's going to be used to make sure not only all the hair's coming out, but all that extra lint.
Exactly.
If you don't have the pets, you're going to be able to capture a lot more of that stuff you don't want on your clothes anymore.
Correct.
Now, I know modern laundry is a lot of different cycles, but some people still like to be able to customize. Is that possible even after I've selected a pre-programmed cycle? By kind of adding more water or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We do have some of these temp and different options, deep fill, extra rinse on our washing machines. We know that people really like those features. And same with here, we do have different temps and times that people can customize in that sense.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any more questions coming in off the text line? Let's make sure we're getting those submitted here. I think one's coming through right now.
Okay, great.
Wonderful. This is a fantastic question. Maintenance. Let's talk about maintenance for a minute here. What regular cleaning do we suggest for both the washer and the dryer?
This actually doesn't have any extra maintenance that needs to be done with them. Obviously, we recommend cleaning that filter after every use, just for optimization, as well as that lint trap. But other than the clean washer cycle and any typical things that people do in their laundry machines, there's no extra maintenance that's needed for these products.
On the washer again, I know we talked briefly about this filter and actually how easy it is to operate. If I understand the technology behind this a little bit, the water actually circulates through and that's how the hair gets captured in there. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so that's why we actually need to add that extra water levels. It has to go above these filter lines, as you can see on the side. On the inside of the washing machine, it might be difficult to see on here, but those lines are replicated there as well. So that's why we add that extra water so it does flow through and then moves all the way through. And there you go. It's super easy.
So all the water ends up getting filtered through that filter in these loads, removing as much of that pet hair as possible. And that's how that technology works.
Exactly.
A couple more questions are coming in here. I know we may have talked about it briefly, but this does come in a front load option as well.
Yes, it does. So we do have a front load option, similar customization options. So it does work on pretty much every cycle. On the washing machine, it'll do the same three things. So increased water level, increased agitation, and a deep water rinse at the end of the cycle. That solution, the filter is actually one of the baffles on the inside of the drum.
Okay.
And then in the dryer, we changed that system just a little bit. It will do a steam misting, reduces that static, helps any of that pet hair get caught in the lint trap on that. We do have a video for that as well, actually, if they want to go ahead and play that so people can see that.
Yeah, I love the steam dry features.
Yes.
Do not try this at home. Maytag front load laundry with the Pet Pro system is put to the test. Times a dozen. The Pet Pro option lifts and removes pet hair from clothes, while extra power boosts stain fighting. So you can walk away while stains wash away. While the dryer's Pet Pro option lifts and captures pet hair on select cycles. The Maytag front load Pet Pro system. Conquer pet hair like a pro.
Welcome back. Thanks for checking out that video. For those of you just joining us, my name's Josh. This is Anna from Maytag, and we're here talking about our Pet Pro wash and dry system. Please make sure you're submitting any questions. We're running out of time here. We're going to have a few more minutes to make sure we're getting everything. And at the end of our stream, we are going to be having a live giveaway for 2 special prizes. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you get your questions in so you are entered to win. During that video, we did have a couple more questions come in. And don't be afraid. If you think you have a question, we may have already answered it. We'll talk about it again. I promise. We have no lack of technology here. Next one here says, what colors come in front load?
Yes.
We talked about that briefly. What were those again?
Yes, so in front load, we have the similar volcano black color. It's also in a glossy white. In the front load option, we do also have a midnight steel color. It's a matte navy blue color on that.
I've seen that kind of color before. It's really nice.
Beautiful.
Does the Pet Pro modifier add time to the cycles?
Just a little bit of time with that extra agitation time and extra deep water rinse, but it should not make a big difference in the long run.
And I remember
except for the dryer, but yes.
Well, yeah, you did say it added a little bit of time.
On the dryer, it does add that 45 minutes to the end of the cycle.
But you did point out, I believe, that you don't have to wait until it finishes. If you need those clothes earlier, once that cycle's up, they can come grab them.
Yes.
Well, this is a great question. Do I need to buy them as a pair?
We do recommend them as a pair. It is a system that we talk about. Anything that's not captured in the washer will be captured in the dryer. So just for optimization, obviously we want to sell them as a pair and as a system, and that's why we refer to it as a system.
As a system, yeah. So yeah, you may not need to buy them as a pair, but boy, it is sure recommended.
Yes.
Last question here coming in off the text line. It looks like, are there any warranty or protection plan options for these as far as Maytag provides?
Yes, so Maytag actually provides a 10-year limited parts warranty on all of our products. For these, the washer will be the motor and the drum, and then the dryer will be the same, I believe. So, yes.
And I do know that we have a square trade protection plan that we offer on all these, and your sales associate in store can give you all the particular details about what we cover as well. One last question, and then we're going to get to this out here. It says, are the washer and dryer big enough for comforters?
Yeah, so we actually talked about it earlier, but the washer is a 4.7 cubic foot capacity. So this will fit those queen size comforters, those larger loads. And then the dryer is a 7.0 cubic foot capacity, again, fitting any of those larger items.
That's right. And you'll always find that the dryers are going to be a little larger than the washers, because as you dry those clothes, they expand. So you do need a lot more room in there, and that's why the difference there. So we are wrapping up today's live event. I'd like to thank Anna for her time coming out and talking to us today. We would like to announce the winner of our National Pet Day giveaway and today's Trend Talk live giveaway. The winner of the pet giveaway is Samantha Gaines. Samantha Gaines, congratulations. And then the winner of our Trend Talk live today is Rose. I might mess up the last name, I apologize. Latonge. Latoundji. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but congratulations to our winners. I wanted to say again, thank you for joining us on our Trend Talk today. We spent some time today with Anna from Maytag talking about their Pet Pro laundry system. I know I have talked about this quite a bit with a lot of my customers, and I've seen the demos. Guys, if you have pets in the house, this is something you should really come in and take a look at. It's going to save you a lot of hassle and headache getting all that pet hair off your product. So for me, Josh and Anna, want to say thanks again, and we'll see you again on the next one.
Thanks, everyone.